years ago about the right way to load a dishwasher. 3 years ago. I remember having the fight. I remember thinking I won that fight. 2 weeks ago, we're out with another couple. Someone mentioned dish. My wife attacked out of nowhere. I thought it was over. She was just waiting me out like a crocodile in the water. For 3 years. Until I walked by. Dish! Ah!
Tonight on The Marriage Wrap, from the office in the Ricky Gervais Show, the viciously funny Ricky Gervais.
I've lost some money.
Right.
Did you bet on that too?
No, I bet you I'd never do this show again.
Really?
From Arvada, Colorado, Jamie and Amber Johnson.
My husband is obsessed with pumpkins. It is like an all-consuming thing for him.
Academy Award-nominated actress, the brilliant and beautiful Julianne Moore.
It seemed like it might be fun at first, and then he stretched out her workout clothes.
From Dallas, Texas, Jim and Jib Wasserman.
She cooks and she cleans and she makes our life easier.
She takes over the house and leaves behind her a path of destruction.
The man who started it all, Jerry Seinfeld.
Let me tell you something. You are home now. You're home. He's a knucklehead. He's a knucklehead. I'm a knucklehead.
From Arlington, Tennessee, Corey and Kristen Bush.
The pictures of him paying off these bets, humiliating.
Just harmless, good fun that keeps the day interesting.
Now, please welcome your host, Tom Papa.
Hooray! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to The Marriage Ref. I'm Tom Papa. You know, the problem with fighting with your spouse is that usually you don't have a third party to tell you who's right. And when I say third party, of course I mean world-famous celebrities. And luckily, we have some sitting right here. Say hello to our celebrities, everybody. Hello, celebrities. All right, so now, Jerry, as we know, you have been married for how long?
11 years.
11 years.
Yes.
Happy years?
Well, the first year of marriage, I think, is... Well, you don't know. You've been...
Well, Ricky's not married, but he's been with
Ricky's...
someone for a long time.
Exactly, yeah. So you didn't even know you were together until, like, the 5th year.
No,
Probably.
we knew. We knew we were living in sin immediately.
Right.
And now we've lived in sin for 25 years.
25 years?
Yeah, what's the point in getting married?
Wow.
You know...
You're going to find out tonight.
And Julianne, how long have you been married?
7 years, but we've been together for 15.
Wow.
See?
Oh, yeah.
So why did you go from living with each other for such a long time to getting married?
Well, it was after we had our second child, and we figured it seemed kind of messy not to.
A lot of celebrities, I think, like to do everything backwards. They like to put the wedding at the end of the relationship.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
First they get pregnant, then they start dating. And then the last thing is the wedding, and it's over.
That's sort of,
Yeah.
All right. Let me tell you what's going to happen. A little different from last time you were here, Ricky. We're going to watch people have fights, and then they're going to come here in the studio, and you're going to decide who's right, the husband or the wife. And then at the end of the night, the studio audience is going to vote on which of tonight's 3 winners is the rightest of the right. And that person is going to win $25,000 and a billboard in their hometown declaring they are right. Little twist. All right, let's meet our first couple. From Dallas, Texas, the loving and likable Jim and Jib Wasserman.
We are from completely different backgrounds. I come from a Jewish background. Jib comes from Thailand.
But we both have similar interests.
Games together like
Table tennis,
Thai checkers.
Taekwondo.
What are the odds that my soulmate would have been growing up on the other side of the world at the exact same time?
Very slim. Very slim. When we first got married, I told Jim, my mother who lived in Thailand, coming to visit. And he said, oh, great, how long she gonna stay? And I said, well, I think 3 to 6 months.
6 months.
She cooks and she cleans and she makes our life easier.
She takes over the house and leaves behind her a path of destruction. She is doing more harm than good. We call her Sumami.
Jim's sometimes a bit of a drama queen.
She's broken an expensive clock, broken the dryer, broken a garage door, broken a screen door, and blamed it on the cat. I feel violated.
Chill, no big deal. My mom constantly cooks Thai food.
She is a very good cook, but not everything needs a spring roll as a side dish.
I can eat spring roll for breakfast and lunch and dinner or snack. It's good, right?
When it gets to be a little too much, the boys and I sneak out for cheeseburgers.
How can they be tired of Thai food?
Even when my mother-in-law leaves, her presence is still all around.
She's asked, how are you doing? How's your teeth? Jim's complained about me talking to my mother too much. Suit mo sate. I'm used to it. I grow up with it every day. ยังเดี๋ยวอีกแป๊บนึง See ya, Polly.
After a while, it just gets just short of unbearable.
So the issue here is it possible to live on spring rolls for 6 straight months?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's funny that she's from Thailand and she calls it Thai food. Surely in Thailand it's just called food. Isn't it?
I mean, isn't this part of the deal with marriage? The in-laws,
the
there's always a little
part of the deal.
Also, I think you marry someone from another country, they have family in another country, and they're going to come and visit and stay for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he married someone from Thailand.
Right.
He had to have known that her mother was going to come.
Yeah.
This is
Right?
the thing though as well,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's your mum, and your
Yeah.
mum has brought you up. She's dedicated her life to you, and
Right.
now she's old and weak. Put her in a home.
No.
Definitely.
She's cleaning, she's cooking,
She's
working
breaking
really
stuff.
hard. I think he's making it
I'd
up.
rather have it dirty than broken.
No,
Okay.
it's just accident. He must be making her nervous.
Yeah, and so she's walking around with a walk and then going, oh.
Yeah. But
And she knows Taekwondo. She's probably walking in the middle of the night and she hears cuckoo. Ah!
It's funny because it's racist.
No, I'll tell you what I thought was racist. I don't like, as a Jewish person,
Yes.
I don't like this.
Uh-oh.
I don't like
Oh,
this.
here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, that old card. Yeah.
Here we go again. I'm from a Jewish background. You're a Jew. There's no background.
There's no background.
There's no background.
Your foreground.
Yes, like foreground.
I nearly said foreskin. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be a Jew.
Yeah. Okay.
And just keep complaining.
Is it that easy? Is it that easy?
Yeah. That's
Brilliant.
supposed to show about complaining, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He complains about the mother-in-law's cooking.
Yeah.
Right? But look at his wife's cooking. Desk eggs. Desk egg. Cat hair omelet. I'd be dying for a spring roll right now.
I like complaining about the food, but I don't see him cooking.
No.
You know, the mother-in-law's doing all that cooking, and he's not doing
I
anything.
do feel for him.
So-
point.
He does look like a fish out of water when he eats the egg rolls, though.
No,
Did
he
you see
looks-
the soy sauce? He's just pouring soy sauce down the middle of it.
Come on. Jews love Chinese food. It's close enough.
He's not a Jew, he's got a Jew background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't live with your in-laws for 6 months straight, though, could you?
Like Julianne says, if she's from a far-off land.
Hey.
You know.
Yeah. That's a compromise.
Poet. A far-off land. Don't you understand how the world works?
On a big sail ship.
You're from a far-off land. What have you brought me? Desk eggs.
From the Orient.
That's right. He can make jokes. He can say "sumami" and all that.
He made
That's
the
funny.
tumami
That's
joke.
a good
right?
joke.
It's a good
That's
joke.
a
You
good
know why
joke.
it's a good joke?
What?
He's a Jew. Jews make jokes. Are you Jewish, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
Because she is funny.
He turned away. He turned away. Are you Jewish?
No.
Did you turn to me? Oh my God!
Stop it, Ricky. Stop it. Stop it. That's not nice. I wasn't like that at all.
You're an
I just didn't want to make her
anti-Semite.
uncomfortable. It's worse if I continue to stare at her. Watch, we'll do it again.
Okay.
Julianne, are you Jewish?
No.
It's even
That
worse.
is worse. That's much
even
worse.
worse.
Much worse.
Why did the conversation end? Watch. Are you Jewish? Oh, right. I had nothing either. You just got to turn away.
Right, you have to turn away. Yeah.
Good point.
It's an awkward moment. I was uncomfortable.
Yeah. Are you Jewish?
No.
Okay, we got to take a break. Our panel is going to make the call right after this.
Coming up, Jerry's secret talent is revealed.
Are you going to do a song?
I'm the pumpkin man, the pumpkin man. What are you making that face for?
Because you wrote Seinfeld.
Julianne picks a side.
I feel very clear about it.
And later, Jerry's finally had enough.
Good night, everybody.
You won't want to miss it when the marriage rep returns.
Welcome back to the Marriage Ref. Please welcome Jim and Jib Wasserman.
Hey. Welcome.
Thanks for being here. You guys look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, how do you like being in New York so far?
Love it.
Loved it.
Love it.
A lot of good Thai food here.
I haven't tried the spring rolls yet.
Those look
They're
delicious.
delicious. They're delicious.
They are,
They're the
but a
best.
little of it goes a long way.
What does that mean?
Well, listen, if you want something else, some other food, you feel free to cook it.
That's
Aha! Very good.
I would love to cook it, but when I come home from work, your mother has already laid out a 7-course meal
Well,
that
then
she's
you need
cooked
to plan
so we
ahead.
can-
That's right.
Plan ahead.
Is she living with you now, or is she just visiting, or...?
She visits.
She's visiting, but she's visiting for 3 to 6 months.
But-
My mother lived 5,000 miles away. To go to Thailand every other year, visit them 2 weeks in 2 years, that's not enough.
No.
I want to see my mom more often.
Maybe she
I
should
want,
just move in.
I want my boy.
Yeah.
I want my boy to get to know their grandmother, to know Thai culture.
6 months ever seem like a lot to you to have your mom there? I mean, does it get a little...
Listen, in my culture, we are taught to respect the elderly. We're
Oh,
taught to
that.
respect
Yeah, we
them.
got
We're
taught that,
Jim, don't you think maybe there's something you could learn here? Because you're not no kid yourself, and pretty soon you're gonna. Don't you want your boys when they get married to want you around? Or
good point.
Good point.
You're gonna be like, let's sneak out for burgers. Like Dad's going crazy again.
We're starting a tradition here of doing this. And can I just say, I love having her around.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
really.
And
All right,
also,
Go
can
ahead.
I point out
Sure, go
one
ahead.
thing? His mother lived 15 minutes away from us.
Oh, really?
He gets to
That
see his
is
mother
lucky.
as often as
Lucky.
we'd like to.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Let your mum live with his mum.
Get the tsunami and the Jumami and put them together.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Who here is right? Jim or Jib?
I feel very clear about it.
Really? Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
going to go with Jib. You married someone from Thailand. You knew her mother was in Thailand. You know that they have a cultural tradition of
He
living.
knew her mother was in Thailand. Exactly. Where's your mum? Thailand. Brilliant. That works great. Where's your mum? In the spare bedroom? No.
No, I think it's a very rewarding relationship.
Right.
And it's, you know,
All right.
yeah.
Well, thank you, Dr. Julianne.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Anytime.
Good, so one for Jim.
All
Now,
right.
How about you, Jerry?
Well, it seems like, as a Jewish guy with this beautiful, exotic wife, that you're really kind of getting a great deal.
Yeah.
And I would try and negotiate a steamed dumpling or maybe a wonton, something like that I know you like. I'm going to go with Jib is right.
Oh, that's
Going with Jim.
Yeah.
So it's 2 for Jib, Ricky.
Okay, here we go. 3 months a year. She doesn't break anything. Everything she breaks, that's a day off.
So you're for her coming, but you got to negotiate it. So it's really like you're going for Jib.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, congratulations, Jib. You win. Yeah. And you may be the winner of $25,000 and your own billboard. A big round of applause for the Wassermans, everybody. All right, let's meet our next couple. We're going to festive and freezing Arvada, Colorado to meet Jamie and Amber Johnson.
Jamie and I met online, and we just connected immediately.
Everything that we talked about, everything that we did, we just were on the same wavelength on it.
It was definitely love at first
Yeah.
sight. And here we are 8 years later.
Happily ever after. I think everybody should have an hour a day to do something that they want, that they're passionate about, that's something that's about them. And growing giant pumpkins is what it is for me.
My husband is obsessed with pumpkins. It is like an all-consuming thing for him. I mean, he lives and breathes pumpkins.
There's nothing else like it. There's nothing that grows like a pumpkin. It's extreme gardening at its best.
We could have an amazing garden with tomatoes and cucumbers and lots of different great things.
You can't grow a 1,000-pound cucumber. You can't grow a 1,000-pound tomato. The pumpkins speak for themselves at the end of the day. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're growing a giant piece of fruit. My husband's obsession with pumpkins creeps into every single conversation.
I was online and there's a grower who's trying to cross a field pumpkin with an Atlantic Giant variety pumpkin. They're totally different species. You can't even cross them together. I don't even know what the guy was thinking. There's all different types of varieties of pumpkin. There's Aladdin, there's Big Macs, there's Prize Winner, there's Baby Bear, Baby Boo, Big Rock, Iron Man pumpkin, Jack B. Little, Jack B. Quick pumpkin.
You would think a guy who grows giant pumpkins could pronounce it, but he says pumpkin.
I got into giant pumpkin growing kind of by accident, which is kind of a familiar story with most giant pumpkin growers.
Jamie treats the pumpkin like children, and he names them.
This is Bubba. I have been known to talk to the pumpkins in private. Oh, pumpkin snuggles.
It's out of control. He is spending more time with his pumpkin than he is spending with the family. He's either with the pumpkin or he's sorting all of his seeds, or pretty much every day he's on bigpumpkins.com.
She says that it's pumpkin porn, but growing giant pumpkins is non-stop fun.
So the issue here is how many of our male viewers have just Googled bigpumpkins.com?
I love any guy with big pumpkins. I love any guy with big pumpkins.
Said you thought
That guy is weird. He's a weird guy.
Why is he weird?
Pumpkin, big pumpkin this, big pumpkin that. He's like,
You want to get into something.
I'm like,
I like the fact that she's annoyed, and he is a bit weird, right? But at the end of the day, she's jealous of a pumpkin. So who's the loser, really?
right.
It doesn't. She calls it. She says he's going on the internet, and it's like pumpkin porn. It's
porn.
No, no one
And
said
it doesn't
pumpkin
fu-
porn. You said pumpkin porn.
I don't know. She said it.
She
said it's pumpkin.
She said it's pumpkin
They were
porn.
laughing.
Oh, hold on.
Ladies
What
and-
has she caught him doing?
Yeah.
Can you show him going into the patch where he goes over the fence?
Yeah, like sneaking into the pumpkin
Yeah,
patch.
show that part where he...
Hold on, is that...
It's like, why is he sneaking?
Why no door? What is the problem?
Also,
You don't want-
is that not even his property?
I know.
Yeah. He's stealing someone else's pumpkin.
But this obsession with size, too, that it'd be the biggest pumpkin. That he would have grown other vegetables, but they didn't get as big. Like he can't have a big cucumber or a big pepper or a big whatever. But
There was another weird thing where the pumpkin had a blanket on it. Did you see that?
To keep it
He put the
warm,
blanket on a pumpkin. Pumpkins are used to being outdoors, and he's wearing a hat indoors.
A pumpkin hat.
Speaking of dressing pumpkins, I have a photo I'd like to share with you.
Oh, that's me.
Is that you?
That's me as Pumpkin Man. But this is the thing I do for my kids. I invented this character called Pumpkin Man who comes the night before Halloween.
Really
Because you know how they
cute.
can't wait.
Yeah.
So the night before, Pumpkin Man comes.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
don't admit to them that it's me.
Sure.
Even though they know.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Because they'll say to me, like at dinner, like the week before, they'll go, "So is he coming again this year?"
What do you have in the bag?
The candy is in the bag. It's candy.
Wow.
It's not pumpkin porn.
There's nothing wrong with that. Going disguised as a pumpkin carrying sweets around the neighborhood. That's fine.
I'm pro pumpkin.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
be
very pro
I am a little over pumpkin being found in everything now. It used to be just jack-o'-lanterns and Halloween, and now it's pumpkin ravioli, pumpkin candles, pumpkin risotto. It's
There's a lot of complaining on this show.
Yeah.
I've never sat at home and gone, "Oh, there's too much pumpkin." I've never done that.
All right. We have to take a quick break, and when we come back, there'll be a pumpkin carving party right here in the studio with Jamie and Amber Johnson. Welcome back to the Marriage Rep. Let's meet our next couple, Jamie and Amber Johnson. thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thrilled to be here.
So what's the biggest pumpkin you've ever grown?
868 pounds.
Wow.
What kind of radioactive steroids are you pumping into these things? Why do they get so big?
There were some neighborhood children that I didn't like, and we fed it to the pumpkin. They put on 40 pounds that day, so it was a complete success. So.
It's a pumpkin joke, Jerry. Just go with it. Just go with it. Do you hate pumpkins, or do you hate the time for the pumpkin?
I hate the time.
How much?
It's an hour. It takes an hour.
No. During peak season, I'm a single mom, and he spends more time with his pumpkin than he does his own family.
Well,
All I ask is moderation.
If you want to get his attention, just get fat and sit in the garden.
Little pumpkin wig, and there he is.
But you can't
Then
grow
he's
the
going to
pumpkin.
come to Mama. Whoa. Yeah.
That hat on.
Just stay quiet. Just stay quiet.
Here's the reality. She's like, oh, he's never with the family. I'm literally over the back fence. I'm not on the moon. It's right there.
Why don't you have a gate? Why do you have to sneak? Why do you have to jump over the top like that? What's
That's
that
a good
about?
question.
He's a good guy.
He's growing on our neighbor's property, it's true, so that's why.
She can come over anytime she wants.
Absolutely.
The kids come over with
She can come over the fence anytime.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Why does a really big one have that very unattractive complexion? Kind of unwell looking.
It's not a beauty contest. It's all about
I'll
weight.
say.
So
Yeah,
you go as big as you
right.
can.
Yeah. Fascist. It's not a beauty contest. It's not what they look like. It's what they've got inside them. Just, could I ask something? This sounds like naive, and I don't want to put down your skill, but don't they sort of grow themselves?
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you make them grow? Go, come on, come on.
The reality is...
Grow, you idiot.
He has to tell you about pollination period, because literally there's a 2-week pollination period in which I
But
cannot
he doesn't do that. Bees do that. What's he going? He's not
the girl flower, yes, he does that.
Yeah. That is sick. Can you watch him do it?
You know, you don't grow an 1,800-pound world record
You could
pumpkin.
still turn away when it's
That's why the big fence is around it.
Exactly.
You don't want the children seeing that.
You're like a pimp.
That's my new
Daddy, what are those two pumpkins doing? Look away.
Come on, that's enough of that. Let's go and look at the cucumbers.
Here's what you gotta stop doing. You don't talk to her about the pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine to be an eccentric, lunatic, you know, extreme gardener, but this is not her business. She's not into it.
When you come back, she goes, what you been doing? Just say, I've been fighting bears. I've been stealing cars. Getting drunk. He could be doing much worse stuff.
Amen.
So you're going
I've got a list.
You're going with Jamie. So one for Jamie.
Okay.
Julianne.
You know, I really think it's important to have something that you care about, but not to the, you know, not to the obliteration of your family obligations.
Right. Jamie
Well,
or Amber?
If Jamie makes a gate and allows and says, you know, like I will dial it back,
Right.
then I'll go with him. Will you do that?
Jerry, Jamie, or Amber?
It will be put in.
You had a good laugh at me. That I was the pumpkin man.
Yeah.
But I am the pumpkin man.
Are you gonna do a song or something?
I do have a song.
Oh my God.
Do it.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
All right. I'm the pumpkin man, the pumpkin man. What are you making that face for?
Let him do it.
Because you wrote Seinfeld. You were my hero.
Wait.
I came on this show twice because Jerry Seinfeld asked me, and now he's a pumpkin man.
I bring all the candy that I can. I'm not scary, I'm not mean, I only come on Halloween, I'm the pumpkin man. I'm going with Jamie.
Yeah! Congratulations, Jamie. You win. And you may be the winner of $25,000 and your own billboard. A big round of applause for the Johnsons, everybody. Yes. All right, we have to take a quick break, but before we do, we see a lot of couples fighting on this show, but what we don't see is a lot of good technique. To help you argue more efficiently, we've come up with the Marriage Ref Fight Manual.
The Marriage Ref Fight Manual. Technique number 101, the whispering kicker. You're in the middle of a fight and you're losing. Disable your opponent by hitting them with a bombshell that you whisper. You snore like a freight train. Victory is yours. Technique number 62, the power grabber. You're in a fight on your cell phone. In order to end it, you pretend to lose power. You say, my phone is dying and so is your argument. Fight over. You win. Coming up, it's the cold, hard truth.
Does your wife ever get tired of your jokes?
Yeah, she hates them.
Right.
But I'm not going to stop.
This couple has a serious problem.
It's clearly progressive, too. It keeps going up and up and up, so you don't know what he's going to do next.
What do you think
That's
the
it.
next is? Serial killing. All he's done is...
Our panel has a serious discussion.
A guy shows his ass to his friend friend laughs. It's just...
Find out what the hell is going on when the Marriage Ref returns.
Welcome back to the Marriage Rep. Now let's meet our final couple of the night. From just outside Memphis in ultra-friendly Arlington, Tennessee, it's Corey and Kristen Bush.
Corey and I met in 1985 at church camp. We were both 15 years old.
I definitely had my eye on her from the start. Smitten, maybe, is the best way to describe it.
Something just kind of clicked, and we both, I think, felt it pretty quickly.
I like to make bets with friends that don't involve money, don't involve anything, just are fun, competitive bets. She thinks I embarrass the family with these bets.
She knows that you embarrass the family with these bets. Corey has a group of friends that he makes bets with. 40-year-old men should not act like this.
There's nothing that can't have a little game attached to it. I bet the next car that comes by is red. Takers? Anyone?
Done.
Done?
I'm in on that.
Corey will bet on anything.
Let's go red.
Anything but red.
Oh, no! Lately, it seems like I've been on a pretty bad losing streak.
The stakes of his bets are not large sums of money. It's what can we make this guy do that is mortifying and embarrassing. Honk if you think I'm an idiot. It's pretty foul.
You guys are really enjoying this, aren't you?
We live in a very small community in a very small neighborhood.
Hey, is that your neighbor?
There he is.
So his bets adversely affect that dynamic.
Kristen will probably be getting a few Facebook messages about her idiot husband.
The pictures of him paying off these bets, humiliating.
Harmless, good fun that keeps the day interesting.
It's just getting progressively worse. The stakes are getting higher and more mortifying and embarrassing.
It was over a football game. The loser had to wear their wife's workout clothes and run through their neighborhood.
Hi. I do not know why he does this. He's acting like a frat boy.
Thank you. I think everyone likes a funny story and a silly thing.
Frat boy.
just brings happiness to people.
Frat boy.
So the issue here is it still a bet if everybody loses?
You know, it seemed like it might be fun at first, and then he stretched out her workout clothes. That's
But
not funny.
he's got a reasonable bosom. I thought he looked
a-
all right.
I think she was embarrassed because if you look out, it's Sarah Palin that walks by when she says hi.
Yeah, that friend.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Well, don't you think she needs to kind of chuckle up a little bit? Come on.
I get the feeling if they've been together since they were 15.
Yeah.
This is something that she's been dealing with for a long time, and maybe she feels like it's enough.
Maybe he just needs to write new material.
Maybe that's
completely disagree.
Yeah.
Does your wife ever get tired of your jokes?
Yeah, she hates him.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not going to stop. But don't you love him and his friends? Don't you think
I
they're
think
terrific?
he's really sweet. He's not hurting anyone, is he?
Yeah.
I like his two friends. I like the one that looks a little bit like Oliver Hardy. He looks fun. I mean, he could be out doing terrible things, and he's not really, is he?
Well, that's not really... You
No,
can't
he's not.
justify anything.
By saying you could do worse.
Yeah,
you could say that about anything.
It's clearly progressive, too. It keeps going up and up and up, so you don't know what he's going to do next.
What do you think
That's
the next
thing.
is? Serial killing. All he's done is... It's just a fun bet. He's not going to murder anyone, is he? Oh, I should have stopped him with the bra. He's fine.
He's just having fun.
He ruined those clothes, though. That's it. That's over. They're all stretched out. You can't wear them.
Yeah, but...
Electric chair.
Yeah. I think he's a little tedious, I have to say.
It's a very guy thing, don't you think, Julianne? I mean, the one guy's joke was just to turn his ass to the guy.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
And they all laugh.
I didn't know what that joke was.
I know,
thought, what
'cause
does
you're
he
a
have
girl.
back there.
A guy shows his ass to his friend. His
And
friend
that's
laughs. It's
funny.
just...
It's
That's what
it's
chimps
basic,
do.
exactly.
Yeah.
Cavemen. That was cavemen's biggest joke.
Yeah, that was...
In the cave, that was the best joke
The first
ever.
stand-up
Exactly. Yeah. This guy's
Yeah.
killing me. This guy is killing me.
Have you seen him do the ass flip?
It's great.
Got to see.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Really smart. A comic's comic. When you watch them, they're all out there drinking beer.
See, no, see, it's funny. That is
You
funny.
laugh every time.
That's great.
What's the worst bet you've ever made?
I bet that Tiger his marriage would survive.
Oh.
I bet $50, and I thought he was almost there, but...
I've lost some money.
Right.
Did you bet on that, too?
No, I bet you I'd never do this show again.
All right, we have to take a quick break. We're going to keep this discussion going right after this. Welcome back to the Marriage Rep. I'll bet you $1 when I say these names, people are going to appear. Corey and Kristen Bush. Welcome, guys. How are you? Corey, good. Hey, Kristen. Oh, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us. First, I want
You
to
look
apologize
great.
to y'all for that. I know that it was probably disturbing, mortifying.
Why were you mortified watching him do his thing?
Well, let's put it this way. I had to buy a new sports bra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julianne had a problem with that as well.
Absolutely, as any woman would.
And Jerry thought you filled it in very nicely.
Yeah, thank you. I've been working on that. I appreciate that.
I love this
Is it-
guy.
Corey, let me tell
You're
you
just having a
something.
good time.
You are home now. You're home. He's a knucklehead. He's a knucklehead. I'm a knucklehead. Your friends make my friends look like Rhodes Scholars.
I don't even know why we're here. Because they're.
I know how you feel.
What is wrong with them? It's just harmless
Tell us,
fun where
Kristen.
I get to play.
Well, it's not just, you know, bets. He does dares that are disgusting.
Like what?
Wow.
A coworker dared him to drink a can of soup, bean with bacon soup. And I don't need to tell you what that does to someone's gastrointestinal system a few hours later.
But hold on.
Drink a can.
It is actually technically a food.
That's right.
But you're not supposed to drink it in like water.
She's talking about like she caught him drinking blood or something.
It's a liquid.
I want to know.
That one I actually won $2.27 for.
Kristen,
There you go.
Kristen, when you first started dating, did you think that Corey was funny? Did he make you laugh?
He absolutely made me laugh.
So you appreciated his sense of humor?
Absolutely. Now, I have a great sense of humor.
You do?
But I do.
All right.
I know that's shocking, but I do. And what has become an issue is we have an 8-year-old daughter.
Right.
And it's starting to really bother her.
I think that's your job. You have to embarrass your children.
I think that's
That is your job.
That's what my husband says
Well, of
too.
course,
Oh my
because
gosh,
they've
yeah.
got nothing to rebel against.
Right.
If you're perfect, they can't live up. That's why I haven't had kids, because they couldn't possibly live up to me, really.
Then,
It
Ricky,
would-
I'm Father of the Year.
It wouldn't be fair.
Well,
It
what's
wouldn't
the
be
worst
fair.
that happens to you? He runs down in his underwear, and
Well-
what happens to you? What's the result? Are people just, boo, there she goes?
The people that are offended or upset or kicking us out of the garden club,
What's the
we don't
garden
want to.
club?
We don't want to
That's
hang
right.
with them
That's
anyways.
right.
They're not
The hell with them.
knuckleheads.
Feel like you have to be
right.
the grown-up in the relationship.
Absolutely. And what has happened is
Yeah.
we are now the couple that makes everyone else feel better about themselves.
Right.
At least we're not like the Bushes. And I don't want to be that couple.
All right, let's make the final call. Who is right, Kristen or Corey? I'll start with you, Ricky.
Well, even though it is slightly embarrassing and disappointing, that's what a father and husband should be.
Right.
Okay. For better or worse. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It just turned out worse. Okay?
All right.
But it could have been a lot worse. So I'd say, on the greater scheme of things, he's a pretty good husband and father. He's got to carry on.
All right, one for Corey. Julianne? Corey
really
or Kristen?
hard. I think she just wants him to just dial it down.
Is that the way?
That's accurate, yes.
Yeah, you know, just back it off a little bit. Maybe even, you know, maybe bring her into the bit or something. So it's just not, so she doesn't have to feel like she's the grown up and you're the kid. You know, okay, all right.
Terror, pure terror.
You don't want to make her feel like she has to be the responsible one and you're the fun one.
Kristen or Corey?
I'm going to go with Kristen. Sorry, I'm going to go
Oh.
with Kristen.
I
to
like
you.
her suggestion
Yeah.
of bringing
That last
her
thing
into
got
the
me.
bit. That's what I like.
know.
So she's got to run down the street in his bra.
Tiebreaker, Jerry. Corey or Kristen?
Corey, would you agree to just kind of tone down some of the really embarrassing
Don't do
stuff?
it.
Like the, you know, the
No,
chocolate
don't
chip
do it,
cookie
Corey.
and the-
Don't let
it.
Seinfeld
You know what?
sway you. Don't
Jerry,
do
there's,
it.
there's
no
I
chocolate
would love
chip.
to look you in the eyes and say yes to that, but you know you shouldn't make promises you just don't think you can keep.
Knucklehead!
I don't know that that's
Knucklehead.
going to happen. It's,
Oh, I don't like
it's in
that.
my blood, Jerry.
You gotta
It's in my
give a
blood.
little.
We are a real
Tiebreaker
couple,
goes to
yeah.
you, Jerry.
All right,
Corey or
I'm-
Kristen?
Because Kristen is being flexible and Corey is not, Kristen.
Oh! No way! No way! Congratulations, you win. And you may be the winner of $25,000 and your own billboard. A big round of applause for the Bush family, everybody. Wow. Coming up, we'll find out who our audience thinks is the rightest of the right.
Coming up, will Kristen Bush be the rightest of the right?
My husband has been on national TV now running down the street in my sports bra. If I don't win, I fear for what happens next.
The audience will decide, and someone will win $25,000 and their own billboard. Be here for the stunning conclusion of The Marriage Rep.
All right. We're back with tonight's finalists, and they're all hoping to be the rightest of the right and the winner of $25,000 and their own billboard. Here's a reminder of the arguments they've won tonight. Jib Wasserman with the mother-in-law in residence.
6 months.
She cooks and she cleans and she makes our life easier.
She takes over the house and leaves behind her a path of destruction. We call her Sumami.
Jib, why are you the rightest?
Because this is more than simple disagreement. This is about family. This is about respect, different cultures.
Ooh, throwing the whole culture down.
Yeah.
Jamie Johnson with Bubba the Pumpkin.
My husband is obsessed with pumpkins.
This is Bubba. I have been known to talk to the pumpkins in private. Little pumpkin snuggles.
Jamie, why are you the rightest?
Everybody loves a great pumpkin. I'm Linus from Charlie Brown. Help me bring the great pumpkin home.
And Kristen Bush with the frat boy bets.
The pictures of him paying off these bets, humiliating.
Harmless, good fun that keeps the day interesting.
Frat boy.
All right, and Kristen, why are you the rightest?
Well, my husband has been on national TV now running down the street in my sports bra. If I don't win, I fear for what happens next.
All right, audience, the time has come. Please vote now. Now, you guys, who are you rooting for?
Oh, no doubt about it. Just think of the billboard. Him. No, it'd be great. It'd be great. Him on a billboard.
I like the pumpkin guy, too, because your issue is very tough. Cultures is very hard, and yours is personality conflict. This guy, pumpkins, he's not hurting anybody.
I just want to see him on a billboard.
Right. Do something about the fat pumpkin complexion, though. It's not...
Yeah.
Do any of them come out pretty at the end?
Some of them are pretty, and some of them look British, frankly.
They're all pretty to me.
Did you hear that?
Some of them look British.
Funny you heard that.
Just a joke.
I like my women friends. I like them both. I think they both
fair
deserve...
way to judge.
No, it's not that. I mean, I like their dilemma. I think pumpkin whatever. We gave you the thing. You said
Pumpkin whatever.
Well, pumpkin whatever.
Pumpkin whatever, it's his life's work.
Yeah.
All right, I'm the pumpkin man. I'm rooting for the
I
pumpkin.
Okay, well, the results are in. It's time to find out who will be the rightest. In third place, with the fewest votes, not the winner of $25,000 or their own billboard, is Kristen Bush.
Oh.
Give her a round of applause, everybody. All right, down to Jamie and Jib. One of them will win $25,000 and their own billboard, and the other gets nothing.
Come on, Jib.
The rightest of the right.
Come on, Jib.
The winner of $25,000 and their own billboard.
Come on, pumpkin pie.
Is Jib Wasserman. Congratulations. That's great. Let's bring him out. Come on out, Jim. All right, Jim. Now, Jim, our audience thinks that you're the rightest, but Jim, only you can make it official. So let's hear you say it.
Honey, you were right.
Congratulations. And Jim, here's what your billboard is going to say.
All right, here we go.
Go. We'd like to thank our panel, Ricky Gervais, Julianne Moore, and Jerry Seinfeld.
Testament. It's a sign from God, Jim. There. Mom, look, I won.
All couples tonight will receive a 5-night stay at the Barcelo Bavaro Palace Deluxe Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Airfare furnished by Orbitz.
Keep fighting, America. Good night.
Marriage Ref is new next week. Now, I could tell you who's on it, but then there'd be no reason for this. Next Sunday, an all-new Marriage Ref returns with a battle so revolutionary, it's bound to go down in television history.
I opened the door to the storage room, and there was a tavern.
If my wife loves America, she has to love this tavern.
Tavern.
What would 4th of July weekend be without celebrating our independence?
I am not married to George Washington.
An all-new Marriage Ref, next Sunday, 10/9 Central on NBC.